Utilizing the proper technique during a powerlifting exercise is essential for the safety of the athlete and for improving performance. Being able to recognize and correct improper technique is essential for the strength and conditioning specialist. The athlete stands with the feet placed between hip and shoulder width apart with the toes pointed slightly outward. The athlete then squats down with the hips lower than the shoulders and grasps the bar evenly with a pronated grip. Place the hands on the bar slightly wider than shoulder width apart outside of the knees, with the elbows fully extended and pointed out to the side. Place the feet flat on the floor and position the bar approximately 1 inch in front of the shins over the balls of the feet. Position the body with the back neutral or slightly arched, chest held up and out, head in line with the vertebral column or slightly hyperextended, shoulders over or slightly in front of the bar, and eyes focus straight ahead or slightly upward. All repetitions begin from this position. Next is the first pull phase, and it begins by lifting the bar off the floor and by forcefully extending the hips and knees. It's important the athlete keeps the torso to floor angle constant and does not let the hips rise before the shoulders. This helps the athlete maintain a neutral spine position. It's also important to keep the elbows fully extended, pointing out to the side, and the shoulders over or slightly ahead of the bar. And as the bar is raised, keep it as close to the shins as possible. Next is the transition phase, which begins as the bar rises just above the athlete's knees. And it's important the athlete thrusts the hips forward and slightly flexes the knees to move the thighs against and the knees under the bar. It is also important the athlete keeps the back neutral or slightly arched and the elbows fully extended and pointing out to the side. The transition phase is then followed by the second pull phase, which consists of rapidly extending the hips, knees, and ankles. It is important for the athlete to keep the heels in contact with the floor as long as possible in order to maximize force transition to the barbell. It is also important to keep the bar as close to the body as possible and to keep the back neutral and elbows pointing out to the sides. The athlete's shoulders should stay over the bar and the elbows extended as long as possible. When the lower body joints fully extend, rapidly shrug the shoulders upward with the elbows still fully extended and pointing to the sides. As the shoulders reach their highest elevation, flex the elbows to begin pulling the body under the bar. Due to the explosive nature of this phase, the torso is erect or slightly hyperextended, the head is tilted slightly back, and the feet may lose contact with the floor. The final phase of the upward movement is the catch. After the lower body has fully extended, the athlete pulls the body under the bar and rotates the arms around and under the bar. Simultaneously, the athlete flexes the hips and knees to a quarter squat position. The athlete then racks the bar across the front of the clavicles and anterior delts. It is important to catch the bar with a nearly erect torso, the shoulders slightly ahead of the hips, a neutral head position, and flat feet. After gaining control of the imbalance, stand up by extending the hips and knees to a fully erect position. The final phase is then the downward movement phase, and it consists of lowering the elbows to unrack the bar from the anterior delts and clavicles, then slowly lower the bar down to the thighs. Simultaneously flex the hips and knees to cushion the impact of the bar on the thighs. Squat down with the elbows fully extended until the bar touches the floor, or drop the bar to the platform if rubber bumper plates are being used.